Rivian, ticker symbol RIVN. We now have a full technical chart analysis for you to prepare for the week. This video you cannot afford to miss. And now, on with the video.
Thank you, Martin. Yes, let's have a look at Rivian Automotive, ticker symbol RIVN. One of those major electric vehicle companies. Let's see if the charts are bullish or bearish. I'm going to give you my thoughts on it on the long term, short term, and medium term, seeing if it's possible to get it back up to that $100 mark or at least back up to its intrinsic value of $30, and how I will be trading it up to those levels. Is it a buy for me? So please do stay tuned in. And let me know your thoughts on Rivian in the comment section below. If you don't mind taking 1 second to hit the like button, that will make my day. So, Rivian Automotive, we've got two main trend lines, and that's the sort of where I think the value of this stock is in sort of a good scenario, in its base scenario, between $20 and $25, and they have acted as support and resistance in the past. For the last sort of year, we have been trending downwards. So we move over to the weekly chart. You can see it in greater detail. This move downwards has been from the beginning of the year. From December of last year, end of December of last year, we went all the way to our all-time low, 66% down, and where we are right now, we're about 57% down. So it has been absolutely crushed this year. And you're back below your moving averages. I like to use these moving averages if we're above the moving averages, as you can see before. When you get above the moving averages, it's quite bullish, you move higher. And if you're below the moving averages, the trend is normally to the downside. Right now, you're below the moving averages, so the trend seems to be to the downside. Which is obviously not good for the long-term holders of Rivian and the short-term holders of Rivian. It looks like the price is below the moving averages, meaning there's not too many buyers in the market right now. So one good piece of news with an indicator is on the weekly, the MACD, which is shows sort of is an indicator I like to use, and the red is more when it's the price is moving down. So when this turned from green to red, the price of the stock went down about 55%. When it went from red to green, the price of the stock went up about 100%. So it's another indicator I like to use. Right now it looks like we're about to tick green. We're going back into the green, so that could be an indicator that we might be heading back to that $20-$25 region. So that's looking good on the weekly. On the weekly RSI, we're in the bearish control zone, but it does mean that we can move much higher and still not be overbought. We're not actually even oversold at the moment, so it can go both ways. According to that indicator, we move down to the shorter time frame, which is the daily. You can see that the MACD has continued to be green. It's slightly selling off on the green side. The RSI has been more in the bullish control zone, which is good. The bulls are on our side. We're about 53, and the overbought would be about 70, so there's plenty of room to head higher. And the trend right now is the upside. You can see just a simple random trend line. You can see that there's higher lows, meaning more market participants are holding the stock, more people are owning the stock, more people are bullish on the stock. They're not willing to sell at these prices. They're just here to accumulate. So that indicates to me that the trade right now is to the upside on the short term. So you have a trade like this where you're trying to get back up to maybe these moving averages. So enter at the trend line, you're looking to have maybe a 20% move to the upside, which is very, very nice. So that's what we're targeting, trying to get back up to that $12 range on the short term. On a bit of a longer term scale, you're looking to maybe enter. We have to use our horizontal lines from the previous low. So around where we are now, maybe a few, about 50 cents lower would be the entry price. And what you're targeting here, you can use your Fibonacci to have a look at some take profit levels. So that's saying 17. Yeah, very, very good. I just had to have a quick look at that, see if it lines up with my trend lines, which it does. You're looking to enter around where we are now and trying to target up to that the large moving averages, the simple moving average around 16. and then maybe even $20. So those are my 2 trades for Rivian. Tight stop loss. If we start breaking the trend to the upside, then yes, we can come all the way back down, and then we have our limit orders set up for those all-time lows around $8.50, just a little bit higher than the all-time lows, because it looks like it's already capitulated and made its all-time lows, and I don't think we're revisiting them for a long while. It might just be a few cents above that. Around $8.50 would be my limit order set up for my long-term bag, just in case suddenly it comes down. I have my limit orders set up at $8.50 to sell, and I've still got my limit orders to sell at around $20. I think it's around $18, which sort of lines up with this take profit of the $17 on this trade. So I've got my limit orders in case it suddenly pops up there. I'm happy to take my profits at $17. So my long-term take, my sudden limit orders, so I like to do it 2 ways. One is trading to accumulate more shares for my long-term, which is these 2 trades here. My long-term bag, which I'm buying at areas I think is worth buying, which was $10, so I bought there, and now I've got my next limit orders at around $8.50 to buy, and my longer term limit orders to sell around $20 and $25. There's not too much more to Rivian. It's not going to be drawn into the craze of GME or anything. It's already got a $10 billion market cap, so it's a well-established stock at low prices. So that's my thoughts on Rivian. So I'll pass it back to you now, Martyn. Thank you.
Thank you, Sensei. Great job as always. I now feel we are fully prepared for the upcoming week on Rivian. Thank you so much for your great service once again to our members of our channel. Click above my head for more information on Rivian down below in the description. I'll post it to the top of the comments and in the description. Over here and over here, more Rivian information I think that you will find useful. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.